rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Second and 6.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
On play action, Love. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete. He was trying to connect with Matthew Golden that time. And it'll be third down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
This one down the field, but lined up incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
On comes the Packers punting team, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. This will be returned from the other side of midfield, and he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The Steelers offense ready to get back at it. And so far, not much has gone right. They've had it twice, they've punted twice. Looking to sustain something here on drive number 3. Here's a handoff to Warren. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. Evan Williams is there for the stop.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down and 7. Looking to throw. It's Rodgers. He finds Austin with the ground. He'll be out of bounds, but after picking up the first down on a gain of 7.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Down the sideline, inside the 25. And he'll be out of bounds, down at the 20. A gain there of 20. Good for a Steeler first down.
There's 2 elements to a successful run play, and the key is having them align. The offensive line needs to block according to the play and create space, but the back has to hit that space at the appropriate time. And this is a clear example as to why it leads to big gains.
The elusiveness on display there. Nifty footwork setting up first and goal.
Steelers first down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays.
And he's in! Jalen Warren, touchdown Pittsburgh. Chris Boswell on for the point after. It's up and good. And the Steelers will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Here's Williams on the return. Oh-ho! Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. Start on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Here's Love to throw. That's caught by Golden, right side. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
We'll try to run it here with Jacobs. Oh, he didn't need much, but I don't think he got there. Gonna depend on the spot, but it looks like he is short.
No gain on the play.
That's just a great job defensively, Mike. Here's a chance they have to get off the field. They sell out for the run. They know it's coming, and they're able to force a 4th down.
Here's Daniel Whelan now, as he is on to punt for Green Bay. Good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw. He'll step up and run this.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
At the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, Warren. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
On 3rd down, Rodgers. He's got his man, complete to Wilson. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. A gain there of 24 yards. That's a Steeler 1st down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Tackle made at the 49-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9. Throwing Rodgers. That's out wide to Warren. And he'll be stopped short of first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
3rd and a yard. They'll run the sneak. That's going to be pretty close. Looked at first glance that he had it end. He does. First down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
They run with Warren, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation, but now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
A-Rod out of the gun. Here. Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Now on 4th down, the veteran Chris Boswell on for the Steelers. This officially a 58-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good, and the Steelers will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away. On the return, it's Williams. Now a hit, and he lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. Special teams comes through again. We don't talk about it nearly enough, but sometimes the biggest plays of the game happen like that one. The kickoff return, fumble, recovered, and momentum swings again.
Everybody loves to see a big return, Mike, but the priority of any kick return unit, just give your offense a chance to possess the ball. And in this case, they don't do that. They turn the ball over, and now they find themselves back out there on defense.
And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Rodgers. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Roman Wilson was the intended target. And 3rd down coming up.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
3rd and long for Rodgers. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And I think this is just a really good quarterback play. You understand you got 3 points in your pocket. Don't try to be a hero on 3rd down and make the perfect pass. Throw it away, and at the end, just come away with points on this drive.
Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This is a 42-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Steelers will extend their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this opening quarter. So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Steelers with the early lead. And we're back to the Steel City after this. We begin quarter number 2. The Packers have the football as they are set to start the drive with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll get about 4 to the 29.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Love to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And it looks like he's going to have the 1st down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion. On 2nd down, Love. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
He's got a man. It's Dobbs. He'll get out of bounds, a gain of 8, and that's going to be good enough for a 1st down. Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happy. Going to lose a yard.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
Here's a 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Love. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. The all-pro Cameron Hayward. He's able to force the big loss on the sack, and it sets up 3rd and long.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Throwing is Love. A ball deep for the end zone. To the goal line and in. Matthew Golden. Touchdown, Green Bay.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center, because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can, and when you connect, it is a thing of beauty, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
Now it's McManus for the point after. It's up and through. And the Packers move out in front by a point. It's 14-13. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. To return is Kenneth Gainwell. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Steelers offense ready to get back at it. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Play action. Rodgers. He'll get this out wide. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely, and results in a completion.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, Rodgers. A throw left side, but it's incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
And this is where the timing of these passing game, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front of him.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Pat Freiermuth, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Rodgers going up top again. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a first down.
If you're going to give him this much time to scan the field, he's inevitably going to find an open man downfield like he does here. That's a great job remaining patient and letting that play develop.
They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. Metcalf reels it in on the right side. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
And he's very close to a first down. He's out after a pickup of 9.
Previous play is under review.
At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Again, it's Rodgers. That's complete to Metcalf. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
To the air once more, it's Rodgers. And they continue to churn out first downs. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Here's a run. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Now from the 7, it's 2nd and goal. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And the defense trying to tighten down here. They're going to hold him to a gain of 3. That's going to set up 3rd and goal.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
That is caught. Now, where will they mark him? It looks like he's a little bit short, just by about the length of the football. So decision time coming up. It's 4th down.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the door.
And this is caught. Wow, the decision to go pays off. Roman Wilson, touchdown Steelers.
You know, like, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback, they get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers will open up a 6-point lead. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Boswell now, following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Packers offense in wideout, Matthew Golden, headed for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10.
Akina, thanks for following.
A run up the middle with Jacobs. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That's into the hands of Wicks. He's got it. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. A big gainer for Green Bay. 31 yards.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else, and I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play. It's so easy for us up here in the booth, Mike, to say, hey, that's the wrong read. He's got to pull that and take it to the outside. But I promise you, it happens so fast. And these defensive players have gotten so good at giving false indicators. Sometimes it's hard for the quarterback to know, should I give it or should I pull?
And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
3rd down and 13.
Here's Love. That's to the left side and taken in by Golden. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
First down. A gain of 31 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
They can still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Throwing on 2nd down, Love. trying to keep a drive alive. Going to have to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Love. Oh, looking end zone, but it is out of the reach of the receiver and incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
Brandon McManus and the field goal unit come on. This about as short as you can get. McManus's kick is good. And the Packers will cut the lead from 6 down to 3.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Gainwell to return. Now an opening past the 30. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. The Steelers offense and Aaron Rodgers getting ready to go once more. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to him with another drive here. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. The master of play action, Rodgers. That one too far out in front to be brought in, and it's incomplete. Jalen Warren was the man he was trying to connect with. And it'll be 2nd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down.
And with nothing open downfield, he tries to find something underneath. But give credit to this secondary, Mike. I mean, they had everything covered up, and this one ends up just falling incomplete.
Well, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
There's no need to do anything reckless. It's 3rd and long. The opportunity to convert this is probably slim, so there was nothing open downfield. I think he makes the smart decision here, Mike. Avoid the negative play and throw the ball away.
Here's Corliss Waitman now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. Fair catch signaled and taken at about the 18-yard line. The Packers offense ready to get back to work. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. On the bootleg, it's Love. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And it'll be marked out up at the 34-yard line. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a 1st down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
Another Packers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50.
Audi, thanks for joining. Thanks for following.
You know, Mike, these crossing routes, you just see them being used more and more often. And really, it's because it's good against any defense. And what it does is it creates separation. It allows some of your best players to catch the ball on the move. And that short throw oftentimes turns into a long run.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
First down.
Hey, Mike, you know the best time to pick up first downs is? On first downs. Don't wait for third down. We see it here. 3 plays in a row, 3 first downs on chunk plays, and this offense is rolling.
That is into the hands of Wicks. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
It's a gain of 9.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Green Bay first down. On the ground, it's Jacobs. And he'll be forced out of bounds just a couple of yards short of a first down. That's a pickup of 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
Katie Miss, thanks for following.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We'll come back to the Steel City after this. Here's second and 2. Here's Love. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Derek Harmon in there for a loss of 5 on the sack, and now it's third down.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
We'll try to keep the drive rolling, facing third and 6. Love. And he's in. Matthew Golden. Touchdown, Packers. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
McManus on for the point after. He's got it. And the Packers have taken a 4-point advantage.
24. Steelers 20.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Williams now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10.
Linda Powell, thanks for following.
In the shotgun, it's A-Rod. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
I think when that ball left his hand, he had visions of a big play, and then that big play almost got flipped on its head because I think he's lucky that that ball didn't end up going back the other direction because that defender got both hands on it but just couldn't come down with the pick.
Now a second down throw from Rodgers. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
And 10 yards to go.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Will set up the screen to Gainwell. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Here's Corliss Waitman now. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. Now, fair catch will be taken out near the 35-yard line. He's
Fabiola
closing in on
SP,
200 receiving
thanks for
yards for the
sharing
game.
live.
We haven't hit halftime yet. A definite storyline to follow closely. Maybe adds to it here as they embark on this next drive. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Here's Love to throw. That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run
DS
and pass.
Smith, thank you for sharing the live.
Here's 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's Love. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. Packers going to use their final timeout now as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
1st and 10. Love to throw. A throw behind his man. Can't reel it back in. And that'll go down as an incompletion.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
2nd and 10. Back to the air, it's Love. He'll get this one out to Jacobs. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
So, halftime straight ahead. And we go down to Scott Hansen, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. Probably Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Steelers offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Ground, it's Warren to start the drive. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the gun, Rodgers. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. They get 15 on that game. Good for a Steeler first down.
Miss MIA, thank you for the rose.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
Off the play fake, Rodgers. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
And 9 yards.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact. And really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
He finds Metcalf on the slant. His 2nd catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a 1st down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets to the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the 1st down anyway.
On 1st and 10, it's Warren. And this will be a short gain down to the 41-yard line. Edger and Cooper, they're on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Second down, 8 yards to go. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. Rodgers. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 17 yards on that play. That's a Steeler first down.
I think they're going to have to be more creative here on the back end with the types of coverages they show this quarterback. Change the look pre-snap to post-snap. Mix in zone, mix in man. They've got to make it more challenging on the quarterback going forward.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 9. Once again, it's Warren. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down. Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Rodgers. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he's got the first down.
Thanks for following.
Slide to a stop and take it to 1st and goal.
That's good for a Steelers first down.
This is exactly how it's supposed to look on 3rd down. His eyes are downfield, nothing materializes. He quickly decides he can do it himself, picks up the 1st down, and then to protect himself with the slide, well done.
A run on 1st and goal. Marked down at the 6.
The tackle made at the 6-yard line. A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
Here now, 2nd down and goal. Now Rodgers. They'll try to set up the screen here. To the pylon, he's in. Kenneth Gainwell. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. On for the extra point is Boswell. He's got it, and the Steelers go up by 3. It's 27-24.
27. Packers 24.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. A return now from the 4. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. Packers offense ready for their first possession of this second half. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Jacobs. He's going to have a Packers first down as he gets this one up past the 30s.
That's good for a Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Over the middle, he fits it into Dobbs. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
It's a gain of 16, and it's 2 nice plays to begin this drive.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
They're going to work this down inside the 45. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 9. A good play action with Love. Pass caught right side by Kraft. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He's got a man. It's Dobbs. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
It's a gain of
They're locked in on this
yards.
drive. Second connection for that pair. This one gaining 22.
A gain of 22 yards. And a Packer first down.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
Taken down at the 11-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion. On 2nd down, Love. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Trying to keep this drive moving, but it's 3rd and 8. Now Love. And he'll take it on in. Matthew Golden. Touchdown, Green Bay. His big night continues. His 3rd touchdown of the game. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His 3rd touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man. They're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
Now it's McManus for the point after. He's got it. And the Packers have taken a 4-point advantage.
Packers 31. Steelers 27.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Williams on the return. Whoa! And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll start out 1st down and 10.
Wilski 099. Thanks for following.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. He's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Now a give to Warren, running right. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Third and 11. To throw, it's Rodgers. And that one thrown away to the sideline. It's incomplete. It was a frustrating series. It'll bring up fourth down.
Really nice coverage here on third down. They took away all of the outlets the quarterback had. Really left them with no opportunity other than to just throw that ball away. It's going to bring up fourth down.
This fielded inside the 35. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down.
Automatic first down.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. They'll motion the tight end, Smith. Play fake. It's Rodgers. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. To the goal line and in. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Steelers.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
Boswell now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Steelers go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3.
31.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. On the return, it's Williams. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Jordan Love, the rest of the Packer offense, ready for their next possession. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. Here's Jacobs into the secondary, past the 40. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
It's a
gain there of 27 yards.
For a Packers first down. First and
Well,
10
that's how you
at
get a
the
drive
44-yard
started.
line.
A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Once again, it's Jacobs. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
It is 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Here's Love. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Tucker Kraft was the intended receiver there. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. A gain of 24 through the air. First down, Packers.
First down. 24-yard gain on the play. First down, Green Bay.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. Not much there, maybe a yard.
Derek Harmon on the tackle. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Steelers' 15-yard line.
It is 2nd and 9. Now Love. That is caught side of the end zone. Tucker Kraft. Touchdown, Packers. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Packers have taken a 4-point advantage. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Williams now to return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense and DK Metcalf getting set for their next possession. And you see the numbers for him into this 3rd quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open and electric throughout. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. On play action, Rodgers. Now he takes off. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
15 yards on the play. And the Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Hey, Charlie, thanks for the sunglasses.
Just shy of midfield.
and the game
It'll be a
controller.
pickup of 10.
I'll be sure to
Good
play
for
with it.
a Steeler first down.
That's another
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. A gain there of 21. That's a Steeler first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Rodgers on first down. Catch made there. That's Smith. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
Brings up second.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on them early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big
Thanks
play
for
they were
following,
hoping for,
Charlie.
but they'll definitely take it.
Now, a whistle. Looks like there was movement on the left side of that offensive line. That's on the guard, Isaac Seumalo. Second down, 8 to go from the 28. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep.
So, Mike, this is a great example and a great moment to bring up why it's so important for these offenses to make everything look the same. Formationally, pre-snap movement, because the second that motion looks like a jet motion and he's going to get the ball as opposed to a traditional motion, these defenses are so in tune with all those little differences, they know it's coming and there's not going to be a lot of gain.
Left side, it's complete. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
That's good for a Steelers first down.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
From the shotgun, it's A-Rob. There's that man again. Another catch. And the tackle is made at about the 6.
Pick up the 2. Brings up second and goal at the 6-yard line.
Second and goal. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. There is a marker down, but I think this score is going to hold up.
Offside. Defense.
On for the extra point is Boswell. The kick is good. And the Steelers go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3.
38.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense heading back onto the field. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. start on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get forward for a couple. Cole Holcomb in on the tackle.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 7. On the bootleg, it's Love. A throw on the move is caught. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Love. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
Fair catch made here. The drive will start at the 23-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Joyce Radix, thanks for following.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Thanks for following, Philip.
Here's Gainwell. And he'll get about 4 to the 29.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
So back and forth they go as we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, Rodgers. He'll get that to Wilson. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 14 on the pickup. Good for a Steeler 1st down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conserved. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out. At this stage in the 4th quarter,
Daniel.
great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Metcalf left side, he's got it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 33 yards.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
And this offense is now really on the move, Mike, and it's the passing game that's leading the way. They've been able to march their way downfield thanks to this aerial attack, so don't expect them to go to the ground game anytime soon. If I'm this play caller, I'm continuing to lead on this, not only in this drive, but probably for the rest of this game. Well, on the back of the previous play, Mike, we saw him have some success through the air. They tried to change it up with a draw, but the defense wasn't having any of it, didn't sell out for the pass. They're able to stop that one for a loss.
From the gun, Rodgers. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
On third down, Rodgers. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Roman Wilson. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That is second touchdown tonight. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a two-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a two-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Boswell now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Steelers will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Packers 38.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Here's Williams on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Packers offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. From the gun, here comes Jacobs. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. On play action, Love. The second down throw is incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion. From the gun on third down, it's Love. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
This brought in out past the 20. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Steelers offense and Aaron Rodgers getting ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long.
Hey, what's going on, Mike? Thanks for following.
A first down throw from Rodgers. And he let him a bit too much. The pass is incomplete.
I'm not so sure he would have picked up the first down had they connected either way, but still, disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. On the ground, Gainwell. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. That's good for 27 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the 4th quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
They'll run the toss with Warren. Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line. They get 21 on that one. That's a Steeler first down.
The key to these toss plays, Mike, is that the back has patience. It's a mixture of you want to get that ball out on the edge quickly, but you also have to give time for the big boys out in front to give you some blocks. So really well executed there, and it led to a big pickup.
Down inside the 10. And he's going to be taken down. They've got it. It'll be 1st and goal after a pickup of 21.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. Let's see if they can put this one out of reach.
He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line.
The tackle made at the 3-yard line. A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
Come a little closer. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's a designed run. And he will take it in himself. Aaron Rodgers. Touchdown Steelers. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
On for the extra point is Boswell. The kick is good. And the Steelers tack on one more to their lead.
Nikki Lynn 502, thanks for following.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. On the return, it's Williams.
Roger 615, thanks for sharing the live.
23-yard line. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. In motion goes Dobbs. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Back's doing everything in his power to try to get that ball around the edge to the boundary, but just great pursuit there by this linebacker, staying with his angles, running through contact, and he makes the play behind the line.
go play action with Love. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
I feel like their quarterback, for the most part, has looked pretty solid. I mean, it's everybody else that seems to have let him down with the drop balls and the mistakes. That's really what's killing these drives.
Throwing now on third and long. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
It's a pretty good effort there on third and long. Initially, I really thought that screen was timed up pretty well, and he had a chance to pick up the first down, but give credit to the defense. It was the pursuit and running to the ball, and they're able to stop him just short.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion. Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. That's into the hands of Wicks. He's got it. And he's going to have a Packers first down. As this defense can't come up with the play they need, they surrender a gain of 17 on fourth down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide-open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 13. Good for a Green Bay first down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
Dropping a catchable ball is one of the worst feelings. It feels like the entire stadium is laughing at you, and all I know is, firsthand, you just want to get another opportunity to put that one behind you.
Marina, thank you for following.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion. On second down, Love. He's taken down just shy of the 10. That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight, and it gives the team a first down.
And despite things looking pretty bleak at the moment, I think you got to respect the fact they're out there swinging. They're trying to pull off a double-digit comeback here in the fourth quarter.
On first and 10, here comes Jacobs. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
So they go backwards on first down. Here's second and 13. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Cameron Hayward. He gets in there to drop him for a big loss. And now it's third and long.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive, and what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. Throwing is Love. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
A little miscommunication there, and now brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long. They'll go for it. Love. This is caught. He's got a long way to go. And he's not going to get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's
Marguerite,
the fourth quarter.
thank
There's
you for
really
following.
no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Now flags fly. Looks like someone got going early, and it's going to turn into 1st and 15. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
And 15
John
yards to
Smith,
go.
the tight end. Man, he was looking for there. It's second down. Here's Rodgers. Defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
And that is incomplete.
And that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide we're just going to air it out. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down. All 3 incompletions, and now it brings up 4th down. And barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Packers offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession.
Big Mike, thanks for sharing the live.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Love. He'll keep this himself. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick 1st down.
And this is really an area, Mike, that he excels in. He makes the right decision to keep the ball himself, and then when he hits the hole, he doesn't stop until he picks up the 1st down.
Love to throw it on 1st down. Get this over the middle to Golden. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A pickup of 12 yards. 1st down, Packers.
1st and 10.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
A gain of 4. And it's third down.
"21 is the line to gain as we hit third down. Here's Love. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. The Steelers think they've got one, and they do. In the pocket, looking to throw the ball, but the defense was looking right at the ball. They knock it away and come up with the turnover.
Mike, we see so often a quarterback is so focused, keeping his eyes down the field, looking for one of his receivers to work himself free, that they lose track of where the defenders are, and I think that's exactly what happened here. The defender closed on him quicker than he might have thought, knocks the ball loose, creating the takeaway.
They'll motion the tight end, Smith. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. That's the way to get started, a pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
First and 10.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
And that one's going to be shut down quickly. A minimal gain.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 9. Rodgers will set up the screen to Gainwell. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Complete to Kenneth Gainwell. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
It's 3rd and 4. In the shotgun, it's A-Rod. And he will score again. Roman Wilson. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. His big night continues. His 3rd touchdown of the game. So add another touchdown and touchdown pass for that matter. He has thrown 6 already in this one. Amazing stuff. Boswell now for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Steelers are able to extend the lead.
Steelers 62, Packers 38.
Boswell now, following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. This will be returned from the 6. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Packers offense getting set to get back to work. On 1st down, it's Love. Forced to his right. And he'll go into the slide there. It'll be a gain of a couple.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, 2nd down and 8. Love to throw. To the left side, he finds Kraft. And he'll get about 3 here on 2nd down before he's out of bounds. Here now, 3rd and 5. Now Love, flushed to his left. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And it will be another turnover as this defense does it again.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
The Steelers offense ready to come back out for this next possession. And a few kneel downs should do it here. Defensively, they do still have those 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Center able to rein it in, and they'll retain possession.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball at all costs. This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Throwing, Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Yeah, that one just didn't feel right from the jump. I think he sensed that he was either going to take a sack or get baited into making a bad throw. So ultimately a good decision, just throw the ball away.
Steelers getting ready to put this one away as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And this will go down as a punt inside the 20 as it continues out of bounds. The Packers offense ready for this next possession. Love to throw on 1st and 10. There's a short one caught by Kraft. Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. The clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Now it's 2nd and 1.
Thank you for following, Kiki.
From the gun, it's Love.
Miranda, thank you for following.
A throw on the move is caught. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. That's timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their 2nd. Stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
1st down, Packers.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Now Love. Ooh. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. And we'll get whistles and a timeout, so they will stop the clock. Closing seconds, game decided, but timeout anyway.
46-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Back to throw is Love. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here we go. One final play. That's caught downfield. Dobbs. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So this one in the win column for the Steelers. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the
Thank
field.
everybody for watching. Everybody, and all our TikTokers, all our YouTubers.
Stops than their opponents did.
Thank you so much for watching. Everybody that followed and subscribed.
So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific
Y'all
team behind
enjoy
the
the rest
scenes,
of you
I'm Mike
guys' night.
Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Steelers, winners, as we say so long from the confluence of the Three Rivers in Pittsburgh.
Green Bay was actually the real winners. It was 25-35, Green Bay.